In the previous videos, we saw that a paragraph is a group of sentences that elaborate on a main idea. We also saw that writers sometimes write a main idea sentence right there in the paragraph. Some people think that the main idea sentence is always the first sentence, but that's not true. So if a paragraph has a main idea sentence, where will it be? Stick around and let's talk about the location of the main idea sentence. Hi, welcome to Snap Language Learner. Mark Franco here. If you read to understand the content, you look for patterns of information in each paragraph. All the details in the paragraph support the main idea. So when you pay attention to the details, you can figure out what the topic is and what the writer is saying about it. Sometimes you can identify the main idea sentence right away, but that doesn't always work. Let's see where the main idea sentence could be so you're prepared for it. Let's analyze this paragraph. Using laptops in the classroom can be beneficial to students for two main reasons. Students are used to the technology. Studies have shown that most students often would rather read information on their laptops than in their textbooks. It is also easier to work in groups when students have their laptops. They can use them to look up information on the internet and take notes while they work. So, according to the first sentence, there are two main benefits to using laptops in the classroom. Oh, I think the first sentence is the main idea. If it is, the other sentences in the paragraph will elaborate on it. So, let's see. One benefit is that students are used to the technology, so they prefer to learn on their laptops. The other benefit is, right here, students work better in groups when they use their laptops. So, that was easy. The first sentence is the main idea sentence. All the details support that idea. But wait, I just said that the main idea sentence is not always the first sentence. Well, what if the paragraph were a little different? Like this. Here, there's a short introduction to the paragraph. Some instructors forbid students from using their laptops in the classroom. Is that a good idea? Using laptops in the classroom and so forth. Well, this is just an introduction to the topic. It didn't really change the paragraph. This here is still the main idea sentence, but now it's the third sentence. So sometimes the main idea sentence is the first sentence, sometimes it's not. But it's still somewhere at the beginning of the paragraph, right? Well, not always. What if the writer decided to write this paragraph like this? Well, now the main idea sentence is kind of a concluding statement that summarizes the information in the paragraph. The paragraph hasn't really changed much. The information is the same, and this is still the main idea sentence. Let's put it back where it was. I want to show you something else. What if the writer added more to this paragraph, like this? However, using laptops in the classroom can also create problems. Having access to the internet also means having access to social media and online chat. Instead of focusing on learning, some students may get distracted checking on their social media accounts, sending emails to friends, or playing computer games. In addition, a laptop may limit students' note-taking. Taking notes by hand is a good way to learn and remember information. Taking notes on a laptop is not quite the same. So the first part of the paragraph hasn't changed. The main idea here is that using laptops in the classroom can be beneficial to students for two main reasons. But there's more to the paragraph. This part is actually saying something very different. It says here, however, it can also create problems. So, what is the main idea now? Well, the main idea is that using laptops in the classroom can be beneficial to students. However, it can also create problems. Why not? If this is the main idea, the information in the paragraph supports it, and it does. The details for the benefits are here, and the details for the problems are here. Oh, so in this case, the main idea sentence is actually split in two. The writer just decided to give you the main idea in separate parts. So, as you can see, if the writer writes a main idea sentence in a paragraph, it can be anywhere. It can be the first sentence, it can be after a short introduction, it can be the last sentence. It can be split into two parts. It can really be anywhere. This is what I do when I read. If I read a sentence I think could be the main idea sentence, I see if the details support it. If they don't, it's not the main idea, and I just keep reading, always trying to understand the information. So as I'm reading, I keep an open mind because the main idea could be anywhere. Well, let me just show you how I do it. If you'd like, you can pause the video here and read the paragraph on your own. We'll go over it together afterward. Let's see, first the writer states that students think they can just catch up on their sleep on the weekend. I think that's just an introduction to the topic. Let's continue. Next, the writer states that trying to catch up on lost sleep actually causes more harm. Oh, so maybe this is the main idea. Maybe the paragraph is about the harm students can cause if they do this. Let's see, the next sentence. Is this about causing harm? I don't think so. Oh, and this sentence actually states that there are several things students can do to get enough sleep every night. There are several things. What are these things they can do? Oh, I think this paragraph is about the several things students can do to get enough sleep every night. If that's the main idea, then the next ideas will support that. So, let's see. Oh, here you go. The first thing students can do to get enough sleep every night is to go to sleep and wake up at the same time every day. And the writer explains why here. Something else they can do to get enough sleep is to avoid using electronics before bed. And again, the writer explains why here. Something else they can do is to avoid caffeine before bedtime. And the last thing is to get plenty of exercise. That's it. The main idea of this paragraph is this. So the writer wrote a short introduction to the topic here, wrote the main idea sentence here, and added these details to support the main idea. That's the mental picture of a paragraph I built in my mind. Always remember, it's important to read to understand the content and to look for patterns of information. With a lot of practice, sometimes you just know a sentence is the main idea when you see it. You can see how the writer organized the information in the paragraph. But if you think the main idea sentence has to be somewhere specific, well, we just saw it can be anywhere. Also, if you think there has to be a main idea sentence in the paragraph, you can get really confused because sometimes the writer does not write the main idea sentence in the paragraph. Sometimes it's implied. But that's the next video. We'll look at paragraphs with implied main ideas. For now, please give this video a like and share it with other people. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to Snap Language Learner. This way we can continue making more videos to help people get smarter through language. And until the next time, thanks for stopping by and watching this video.